Hello everyone and welcome back to Finding the Summit. If you're new around here, then my name is Emily and this is the project where we are going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, make a documentary about it and help other women achieve their Kilimanjaro-sized goals in the process. So I'm by myself today. Émilie made a video last week all about herself, introducing herself and telling you a little bit more about who she is. So I'm following suit and today you get to find out a little bit more about me. So I guess I'm just going to tell you some fun facts about myself. I've broken it down into 5 categories, so let's just go. So in case you can already tell by my accent, I am originally from England. I grew up in the southwest of England in the countryside, and when I turned 18 I went to university in another city, and my university course in languages took me abroad. So the first thing you need to know about me is that I love learning languages, I love visiting other countries and living in other countries. I have lived in 5 countries, I think. So England, the United States, France, Italy, and now Belgium. And I also spent a month in Portugal, but I don't know if that really counts. And I speak 4 languages, so I'm very good at English. I lived and worked in Italy, so I'm fluent in Italian.
Ho iniziato a imparare l'italiano quando ho iniziato l'università.
I speak French pretty well.
Je ne suis pas trop confiante de ma prononciation française, mais j'étudie le français depuis 12 ans.
And I speak Portuguese to a lower intermediate level.
Falo português do Portugal, porque o meu namorado é português.
I have never had a real job, whatever that means. As soon as I graduated, I started freelancing, actually a little bit before that, and basically my job is I'm a content creator or a content strategist. That basically means that I work in all sorts of things to do with social media, creating content for social media, helping people to strategize and get the most out of that content when they put it online, and I'm really focusing in on video. I really like coffee, but I'm very sensitive to caffeine. I really like the European coffee tradition where maybe you'll have a little espresso after lunch. I really enjoy it, but as I said, I'm very sensitive to caffeine, and it's very hit or miss as to whether I'm just going to react like a normal person or I'm going to go completely crazy for the rest of the day and actually get no work done and just have the shakes. It can be really quite ridiculous. But I'm also kind of a sensitive person in general. I like to think I'm a very empathetic person. I pick up on other people's emotions and energies quite easily. That can make me a little anxious at times and jittery, but I think it also makes me a more compassionate person. You win some, you lose. I keep doing this, I don't know why I'm doing that. So I touched on this a little bit already, but I love to travel, and not just moving from country to country, but also exploring, or if I get the chance to go somewhere new for work. I love it. And I've been very lucky to be able to travel to a few different places so far in my life, and I've got an even longer list of places that I would like to go to. From my trips so far, the first ones that come to my mind as favourite spots would be Singapore, because it was my first time in Asia and it was just so different from anywhere I'd seen before. I loved going to Marrakesh because I was by myself, completely pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and it was a very different culture. It really opened my eyes, I guess. My favourite place though is Europe. I see myself always living in Europe. So Italy is really up there. It's the country I've spent most of my adult life in so far. I left for a reason, but I still love it for so many reasons. Places I want to visit, there are so many. Of course, Tanzania. I also really want to visit Cape Town. Cape Town's been on my list for a while. I love the idea of the beach being right next to mountains. Also want to visit Brazil, put my Portuguese into practice in a completely different culture. And Japan also looks super interesting and is wiggling its way up my list. But to be honest, if you offer me a trip anywhere, I'm most likely to say yes. And the 5th thing you don't need to know about me. The 5th thing that I'm going to tell you about me is that I consider myself a multi-passionate person, and I kind of cringe at the term because I hear people saying it a lot. And I think if you're an interesting person, then you probably do have more than one interest. But as I said, in my work I use a lot of skills I've picked up over the years, from digital marketing to video creation, and I guess I just really enjoy lots of different creative pursuits. And over the last year, when I've really been expanding my business and moving it more in the direction I want to go in, I'm much more at ease with the idea of not having this one idea of success and just going like that straight towards it, and hustling myself into the ground, but really just using this as an opportunity to meet new people, learn new things, and take everything I can from the experiences and opportunities that I get along the way. My favourite type of projects are projects where I can use my communication skills, my creative skills, and really enjoy the world around me in the process. So finding this summit is a project we created ourselves, so of course we're gonna turn it into something we love to do, but it really is perfect for someone like me. I'm really excited to learn a lot in the process, meet a lot of people, and share everything that we learn with you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got to know me a little better and it was interesting. And Émilie and I will be back in a video together next week. And we're going to be talking all about the planning process to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So you don't want to miss that one. Click on subscribe if you haven't already so you can follow our journey, and we will see you in our video next Wednesday. Take care everyone and have a great day.